Today we got a special guest joining us, someone who's been breaking down the psychology behind politics and human behavior in a way that actually makes sense. You probably seen his clips floating around, deep dives on why people think, act, and argue the way they do. We're talking about Anthony Rispo, co-host of the Discourse Lab. Today we're getting into how our minds shape our opinions, how social media messes with perception, and how we can start thinking for ourselves again. So, Anthony, before we even get into it today, and all that heavy politics side, I want to start with, why do people think the way they do? Because it feels like everyone's quick to pick a side, left, right, whatever, but no one's actually asking why they believe what they believe. From your background in psychology and social cognition, what's really going on there? Why do so many of us defend opinions like they're part of their identity instead of ideas that they can evolve?
Yeah. So like, people identify with their beliefs, their political side, as if it's kind of like a religion or like a tradition that they.
Right.
So yeah. Rather than just being able to take each view at face value to some degree. Yeah. That's actually, so there's a few components. Like, it's not as easy as saying that let me just say, there's not one easy answer. But I think a simple answer just to get going is temperament. And again, just to remind people listening that this is not a one-to-one, like it's not, oh, you're born liberal or you're born conservative.
Right.
But we do like, our biology we do have predispositions, and some of us are more sensitive to certain things, others are less sensitive to other things, like maybe, little kids who are more temperamentally disorganized or anxious, versus ones who are more adventurous. Like, you start to see them grow into, the friend group that's more open and adventurous and sort of like out there. And then you have others who are more to themselves, introverted. And so you have temperament and personality structure that evolves with a person over time. And some of it interacts with like how you're raised, but that's not necessarily always the case. Like, you can be very introverted but come from a very like extroverted family.
Definitely.
So what does this have to do with politics? Well, people who are higher in openness, let me actually rewind and say there's something called the Factor 5 analysis in psychology, and